MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Ready!
They start on the ground here at Sanders. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught, Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. They'll run with Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield. And it almost felt like he wanted
This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. And they are not going to catch it. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route. Settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Smith, the man in motion left. But 1st down, Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
On to sneak, it's Hurts.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The slot man in motion right. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that in Dade picking up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. Complete. Smith has it. Touchdown! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have moved out in front. CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Throwing Jones. Pass is complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good.